When you're born, you have these soulmates living with you. If you think about your childhood home, there's this childhood home, the parents, the siblings, your earliest friends. And then later when you grow up, it's very strange because you go to visit them, it's as if each one now has their own life, their own separate life, almost like you're a guest in their home. It's a very strange thing because you share so many early memories with them. The first home, I mean, they've seen what? They've seen your first day of school, baptism, potentially your marriage, potentially the siblings from the same womb also. So there's a huge amount of things that you're sharing with each other. And then as you grow up, this separation happens. And another thing to think about is the parents that you grow up with. These parents are forming your entire subconscious mind. So the psychologists will tell you from the age of birth through the age of 7, the entire structure of your subconscious is built. So all of your core beliefs about God, religion, sexuality, money, safety, whether you're likable or not, all of that is formed by your parents. So you've got to wonder when a particular personality comes about, like Pablo Picasso, having a particular type of personality that affects his art. Well, he was formed by a mother and a father. So you've got to wonder, is there any planning involved for a particular child to grow up in a particular home, receive particular influences in order that the character becomes such and such? It's a complicated formula. You could think that the whole thing is chaotic and accidental. For example, in the case of Adolf Hitler, the mother, I think, had at least a couple of abortions before him. So when he was born and he survived, the mother literally called him God. He said, "You are here because you are God." So if you see his 4th grade picture, he's standing on the top stair. They've taken the grade school picture on a set of stairs. He's standing on the top stair like this. I don't know if that's the reason, but the mother was absolutely sure that he survived because of God. And that was injected into his subconscious mind. Anyways, coming back to the original talk, the fact that you were created in a particular home totally influenced your personality, your belief system. Later on, as you work on yourself, you may decide to release some of those beliefs later on. Like at this age, you may decide that some of your mom's beliefs are not right for you. But it's only at a later age that you start to drop them. And any of you who are working on yourselves know how difficult it is to drop the early childhood belief system. When you read the yogic books, they'll tell you that because of their belief in reincarnation, that a daughter and a mom may have had reverse roles in a previous life. So in a previous life, they could have been daughter and mother in inverse way. Nowadays, when you visit them, the feeling is kind of strange. There may be a lot of love, but each one of them has started their own life. Even the parents getting older now, they have a home that you probably don't live in. So when you go there, you're in charge of several things. First of all, you've got to figure out what's going on in their lives right now. Not so easy. You know, you may see your sister once every Sunday, but do you really know what's going on in their lives the way you used to when you were both in junior high? Secondly, do you know what irritates them? Do you know what makes them happy? Another thing, when you both grow up, do you know what their sign is of loving you? Because let's say 2 grown-up men, 45 and 48 years old, the way they interact may not necessarily demonstrate love. So you've got to pick up signs of love at a later age. You know, how do your parents or your older siblings demonstrate love at this age? So just be tuned in, and it's not so easy. When you go to visit them, you feel like kind of a guest. and you know that you're a guest in a guest room, and that when you leave, they're going to resume their own life. But it's kind of tough because you remember when you used to play with each other. You had the same playroom. Another thing to reconcile with, God forbid, the day your parents go, that's a real wake-up call. Because I don't care how much you've worked on yourself and what a master of psychology you are, when the parents go, at a very deep subconscious level, you have a feeling that your guardians are gone. And so when you get the feeling that your guardians are gone, even at the age of 48, there's this feeling of, oh my God, now I'm completely responsible for my own decisions and the consequences of my own decisions. So I've seen, grown-up women with 3 children, when they lose the mom, there's a very heavy period of mourning, because the mom is thinking, well, who's going to take care of me? The 3 children are dependent on me every hour, but who's going to take care of me? And there's also questions like, well, where is mom now? Or how is she doing? I wonder if she's ever going to be reborn again. I just wanted to have this talk to you about the original home, the original siblings, and the parents. Was it accidental that you wound up in that home, and the influences that that home had on you? And then now you go and visit them. Obviously you love them. Well, usually you love them very much, but it's very clear to you that you're in a guest room, and when you leave, they're going to resume their own life. It's not isolation, it's just nature. So then you've got to hone in on their current needs, what irritates them, what makes them joyful, and so forth, and how they demonstrate love to you. We'll have another talk soon.